Hello, my African brothers and sisters. Hope you are doing fine wherever you are. I come again today, yet with another topic, a very encouraging topic. I want to begin pushing this narrative where we Africans need to step up into the world affairs. Because if we don't do this, it means we are going to remain behind forever. So now, I feel it is our opportunity to begin pushing the narrative where we begin changing things into the more advanced situation which will definitely end up giving us the benefits we have been looking for. So right now, I have observed certain trends precisely here in Africa. Africa has now become the new frontier for the external forces coming to turn Africa as a hunting ground. A hunting ground for what? A hunting ground for human resource, a hunting ground for natural resources, a hunting ground for all the things that builds up, the economical markets, the world trade scale kind of market, all those things. In short, the global business, the global market has now turned their attention on African resources. Resources, like I mentioned, the human resource and the natural resources. So these two have now become the targets for the global market. Now, this is a time, if we are not careful, the manipulation will continue. The exploitation will continue. Now, I feel it is time our youth need to be sensitized. Sensitized in the sense that they should denounce and no longer participate in the manipulation, so that they will definitely stand their ground. Should these foreign powers come, we need to establish a win-win situation. It shouldn't be in a position where they win, they grab the lion's share, our own resources, but we end up losing almost everything and they gain more than we ourselves should gain. So, to avoid such, we need to make sure that we establish credible leadership amongst ourselves. And I think our older generation of African leadership all have been swayed and brainwashed into thinking that Africa on their own, they are nothing, they cannot do anything. But they only need help or any other interference of foreign powers for them to succeed. But right now, like I said in my preamble, we have to change the narrative whereby youth now need to stand tall on the top of everything, so that they now begin to take control and do business with the global market in our own terms. If it does not favor us, then the business cannot hold. Then there is no deal. Not until we meet our terms and conditions, both sides. So if it is just a flip of the coin, where only one side is satisfied and then the other side is left in shambles, then that means there is no deal. So this is the type of youth, the future African youth, that should be emulated, or this is the narrative that we should push. We should make sure that in the leadership that these youth are creating, there must be zero tolerance to corruption, because corruption is a cancer that mostly destroys everything. Whatever development you want to achieve, so long there is corruption, you are going to fail. No matter the efforts, how you try to push forward the agenda, you are going to fail. So the African youth are now the heart of Africa, who should push this revolution in order to achieve the objectives that Africa should find itself in this near future. Or else, if we continue to slumber, I guess we will be in the same situation, generation after generation after generation and after generations. Even a million years to come, will still remain in the same category. But if we want to change the narrative, the African youth should step up to take control and make sure that they fix things in the right direction. Should they do that, that means we are changing Africa for the better, for the betterment of our future, for the betterment of our coming generation, and for the betterment of everybody else. Because as humanity, we are interdependent. And if we strive hard to create things equal for everybody, then it means we have credits for humanity. At least we have to be commended for that. So Africa need to step up. Need to step up. They should come up with certain innovations. Need to step up. They need to be creative. They need to establish certain creativity that can push that agenda. They should make sure that every work they do is credible. There is credibility. So that whatever they are doing is really giving them the results they deserve or the results they wish for. And on top of that, they have to push towards the agenda of the African unity. Because the absence of unity is also a problem. They should also create an environment where peace exists. Without peace, let's talk of war and other destabilizing situations, then we are not going to make it. Not until these things are met. So as for today, let us start thinking on the things I've just mentioned. Let us start zooming our minds over the mentioned things. I think if we tackle each and every aspect that I've mentioned in my statement here, you will find that you will come with the best results, especially if we keep going into details of those issues I've mentioned. We will come up with the best solution that will lift Africa from its shambles, from its state into another level of dimension in the future. And that is what I am looking forward to. Let us work together. It is your obligation. It is my obligation. Let us work together and pursue this narrative so that we change the trajectory that we are supposed to be walking into. And that way, Africa will be liberated politically and economically. Thank you so much. Goodbye. God bless you.